What's up, guys? Kyron Dudebro here, and we're going to be watching this video of me versus Robokune or Robokun, this Voldo player. And the reason I want to watch this and share it with you guys is to show something that most people really don't do. This is a way to improve. In case you don't know, one of the easiest, well, not easiest, one of the strongest ways to get better at fighting games is by re-watching your replay. So I actually do not know the Voldo matchup at all, but I know a little bit where it can get me by. But some of the stuff that I'm going to be coming across is very difficult for me. So we're just gonna watch this. Replays in Soul Calibur 6 is very garbage. So I'll just have to describe as we go on. But the first game was just test me autopiloting, see what I'm up against. Alright, so he's in the stance, he goes for the mix up and he missed. So I'll pretty much only be commenting whatever I need to. But essentially, he got his first game was pretty stomp. So right there was my first mistake right there. So essentially, where's my controller? I don't know. Oh, there we go. So the first mistake was I did 22A, not 66A, and he was already backdashing. He was preemptively already assuming I was going to throw out a button, and he whiff punished. That is something you take note of, and that's a bad habit of mine, that I'll just throw out buttons while they're already backdashing, and they'll just occasionally punish. People do that out of frustration, out of bad habits, so that's something you can take note of to not to do. And that's something I saw. And right here, I got hit because I recovered. That's actually easy to deal with. Just don't recover. And they'll whiff, and you can just do a raw rising attack. But here we are. He hit his combo. Bam. First mistake right there. What I should have done, I should have had block low, because when Voldo is in there, when his legs are facing towards you, it is a special mid. But if his arms are facing towards you in that stance, I think it's called Mantis Claw, it is a special mid. No, the legs are special mid, the arms are lows. Yeah, so I should have punished that, but I didn't. Ended up standing, he got the lead hit, and he completely decimated me in this round. So I see that, and I'm taking notes, and I know what I should do. So here we are, we're about to start the next match. I'll link the video of how to deal with Voldo's Mantis Claw stance. I don't remember the name. Up into the cards, and at the end of the video as well. But so in the second round, I take notes of some of my mistakes. I still am making a lot of mistakes in this round. Well, not this round, but this match. But I kept notes of what I should be doing. Alright, so match starts. Another thing that I had to keep myself in mind is not to get extremely frustrated. Voldo would make you extremely frustrated. Alright, so he's getting the stance, and I still didn't do any punch. I was pressing buttons. Mind you, I don't know what to do or the frame data for Voldo, so I'm only going by player habits and hoping for the best. So I destroyed that round. So for me, there he goes again. There's me trying to strike when he's already backdashing. He gets the lethal hit, and I pay dearly for this. There goes the mix up. Ooh. Look at that. He's just rolling all over me. And bam, I got decimated again because I didn't block low. Gets the taunt in, and I'm like, alright. Keep my composure. Punish in there. GI. So right there, I knew he was going to try to do some nonsense. Alright. Bam. There we go. Got the optimal punish, and then boom. And you keep that in mind. It's always punishable. I think it's launch punishable, I believe. There he goes. Gets lethal hit. Goes for the setup. I'm ready for that time. Do it again. Don't get the mix up. Right now, we're looking pretty ugly right now. I stop it right there. He tries to do super, but I interrupt it. No lethal hit. Get him off me. Bam. So, during this match, I'm getting an idea of his movements. Again, I entirely don't know the matchup. I'm just adjusting to some of his habits that he does. I assumed right there he was going to throw out vertical, so that's why I did the step, but I guess wrong. Bam, gets the other punish. And then there we go. So far that was the second time he'd done it. The first time it was me to see what his reaction was. So I did the delayed jumping B. So then I kept that note and I did it again, and he had the habit of GIing, so he can get the mix up from up there. But because I did the delayed, I hit him out the recovery and I stole the round. Alright, so here's the last game. The last game was, if I remember correctly, was pretty close, but we ended up taking it. So this is where I got my notes of his player habits, things to look out for and punish accordingly, and having to maintain to not overextend and not to get frustrated. Because voldo is something you have to lap. That's a character that you have to lap. Alright, match starts. And you punish that. So right there was a big mistake. I don't know why I decided to do standing K. I should have did 2K, but I didn't. And right there again, I should have punished. Gets to GI. Oh. And then bam. Made two mistakes, and I, like I mentioned again, don't know the frame data or what things I should be looking for. There again, for the third time, he punishing me. He did that the whole game, and I not once decided to punish him for doing so. So I got the no mix up. Alright, so my guard's breaking, so I had to do something because I don't want to lose the game. And then I drop it right there. And that was pretty ugly because I had that and I did an emergency that in case he blocked it or not, I had to throw it out. Pretty ugly to drop that combo. So then right then and there, this is where he starts utilizing the mix-up of that. And that completely threw me off guard. But here we are, we got that. And the reason why that's pretty dangerous is because of the fact that now I had to be more careful and not always look out for the low. So it's either get launched or get lethal hit. So I had to keep that in mind. But I'd rather get launched and get into the lethal hit. And then you saw the last game that I did the no mix up, guessing where he was going to do the reversal edge, and I punished him every time. But here we are, got him again, and that was it. So, even though this match isn't much, from what I've seen, what I've learned is, one, I definitely need to learn the matchup of voldo versus safe read, and need to know what is accordingly punishable or not. And two, it also had shown me that I have a bad habit when the round starts of throwing out an option when they're outside of my range, and they punish me accordingly. So I'm probably gonna do more videos about this, to share, but it's it helps you take notes of what you shouldn't be doing and what you could be doing. But there you have it, just sharing a video with you guys. Keep it easy out there. If you like what you saw, leave a like and subscribe. If you didn't like it, put a thumbs down, tell me why you didn't like it. I will see you guys next time. Keep it easy.